Hey Froggy friends, Kirostyle here, welcome back to Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising. Thank you so much for joining me here on stream. Welcome in everyone. CB, congratulations on being first today. Sai, welcome in. Kieran, it's good to see you, welcome. Aru, it's good to see you. Willful, thank you so much for dropping by. And Willful, thank you so much for the sub, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for 20 months of support, that's incredible. Thank you, I am very appreciative. And thanks for calling Crippy. Hope you guys are all doing well today. We are back with Granblue Versus. It has been over a year since we played this game on stream, and I thought we'd come back to it. So, last time we played this game on stream, none of the DLC characters were out yet. And since then, Season 1 has come and gone, and Sandalphon was just released not too long ago, and then now we already know the lineup for the rest of Season 2. So, I was going to wait until there was another big story mode update to come back to this game, and I thought that maybe they would release a new story mode with the release of every few DLC characters, but they really only released one story episode with the release of Versusia, and I was going to play it on stream, but then I found out it's actually really short. I think it's only like one episode or one fight, so I thought, well, it's not worth doing that on stream. I'll wait until there's more story updates. But, well, they haven't released any more story updates, and we are on the verge of my new model coming up this weekend. So I thought, you know what, let's come back to this game and, you know, finish it off for now, just to catch up, and then if they release new story updates in the future, then we will come back to it again. So, what my plan is, we're going to go and do the story update, and I don't think it's going to take super long. And then afterwards, we're going to do some arcade runs with some of the DLC characters, because I actually haven't tried them out. Some of them I played around with a little bit in training mode, but I haven't actually tried them. And what I want to do is I want to unlock all the gallery artwork for them, which I also have not done yet. So I figured I've been lazy about it, I haven't been doing it off stream, so you know what? Let's just do it on stream. When we finished playing this game on stream, back in December 2023, I did actually kind of keep up with the Battle Pass a little bit, just to earn enough currency to buy all the gallery images, and then after that I kind of stopped. So I think I played this game up until probably February last year, and so I'm really rusty. I don't really remember how to play this game, but it should be fine. We're not really facing tough opponents, we're just doing CPUs, so let's head into it. Press, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's good to see you. Ash, welcome in. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Oh yeah, there's also this update here. They now have this Rise to Glory comic strip to help you get acquainted with Granblue, the universe, the characters, and everything. There's actually a lot of stuff for this game. Like, they had all these like Battle Pass exclusive costumes, some of which you can just buy as DLC now. They have like other color palettes, you can buy other announcer packs, you could do like, there's other costumes that are just straight up DLC. Like, there's actually a lot to this game right now, which is great because, again, I love Granblue, I love fighting games, and I want more people to get into Granblue, right? Hey Juan, welcome to the stream, and Wesley, welcome in. Hope you guys are all doing well. Okay, let's go and do the new story update. Again, I think it's just one episode. Oh yeah, see now it says, even though it says I've completed part 3, I'm only 93% complete since they added that new one, so. Episode 82, When Tomorrow Comes. Okay, so I can play as Gran or Jita. Oh, I totally forgot how I'm supposed to use the sub skills. Whatever, let's just go into it. We'll be fine. Versusia's manifestation was as the shifting of winds before a storm, marking the beginning of the end. Soon after the priestess transformed, a brilliant flash consumed the world. In the darkness that followed, no voices were left to even mourn the destruction. But what about the children? What about my darlings? Did their blades err on that fateful day? I meant to blaze a new trail for them, but instead the dragon's flames destroyed the skies and everything I loved. This isn't right. This isn't how it's supposed to be. Come on, think hard. Try to remember. My name is... Duty realized. Destruction herself slumbers in a world of eternal quiet, only to be awakened by a strange voice.
I have to do this. If after Lucilius is gone, I turn on you, you know what you have to do. I'm sorry, sweeties. I love you.
What was that?
I am just an echo of my former self, projected here from beyond the skies. The dragon reconstructed me as a vessel, by which to enact its divine will and restore this world. My name's Reagan. Gran, Cheetah, you don't need to introduce yourselves. You should hear the stories people here tell about you. Oh, it's so exciting to meet face to face.
Ray-in. I see. My mind has remained stagnant for many millennia, long enough for the vessel's memories to resurface.
Not just my memories, I've got my consciousness back too. Now, we can talk as separate entities. I know I'm partly to blame, but as a Sky Dweller, I'll never forgive you for destroying my home.
Will you act on these emotions?
If I could, I would. That's what I'm most frustrated with. How powerless I am.
You have fulfilled your mission, Vessel. In time, the world will be born anew, and all will be as it should.
Do you think we're on a path to how things should be? Look around you. There used to be life and beauty in these skies. Then you burned it, and now there's nothing.
What happens if I give you mercies? Lucilius is banished once more, and my soon-to-be kingdom is saved.
I, or actually my god, will manifest through me and enact its judgment. Remember, the god that I serve is the dragon of destruction. It will raise all anomalies, including Gran, Jita, and Beelzebub.
The balance of this world had already swung too far toward conflict. My manifestation was inevitable, as was the destruction of Fauna. I repeat, Vessel, you have done your duty and done it well. You were the sole shimmering thread that led from chaos to salvation.
Okay, the story's coming back to me, I still think it's really wild that they introduced Ryan in the Versus games and not in the actual mobile game, considering how important she is to the lore.
Maybe you're right, but I know what I saw. The crew resisted. They rallied their strength, beating Lucilius and Beelzebub. Then they jumped right back onto the Grand Cipher and sailed on to safety. Even if I had failed my mission, even if you hadn't vaporized every last island and cloud, the sun would have gone on rising and setting in the sky, and each tomorrow would have been brighter than the last. You're a god! How can you be so blind to the potential of your own creation?
Your anger has led you down a path most illogical. There could have been no change without destruction. If you do not believe me, perhaps you would like to see an alternate reality?
What?
I traveled through time and space once before to claim you as my vessel. I am able to do so again now. I can project my consciousness back into the newly manifested Versusia.
You can reset the clock?
Yes, but be aware that the moment I manifest, all timelines converge toward destruction. Only the singularities can forge a new path.
So, we're gonna see what would have happened if Gran and Jita had fought you instead.
Wait, so everything is canonically destroyed right now? We're just gonna turn back the clock?
It is against my protocol to interfere with what has already come to pass. But I can conceive of no other way to end our debate. Does the salvation of the skies lie with evolution or extinction?
Guess we'll have to see for ourselves.
It's kind of weird because like Versusia is was like the final enemy or obstacle in the story of this game. We didn't actually get to fight her because she was DLC character that wasn't added to the game yet. So now we actually get to, but it's done like retroactively. It's kind of odd.
You will be exposing your children to pain once more. Are you certain this is what you want?
Yes. I know that Gran and Jita have what it takes. They'll defeat you and guide the Sky Realm to a better future.
This Versusia is the dragon of destruction incarnate, a very god. There is no greater abode.
And then here's the other thing: it's Versusia. So she's basically Bahamut, but there's so many different versions of Bahamut in the Granblue lore, and like, why did he take this form? Because obviously they wanted to have an original character as a boss for Rising, but then, you know what? I won't think about it too hard.
I will conquer that might, make it my own, and then I shall be the uncontested ruler of the skies!
Beelzebub? Was this his plan all along?
That last ha!
You're next in line, Lucilius. Kiss your wretched serpent goodbye while you can.
By all means, fight amongst yourselves. I'll complete my initial task, killing the singularities.
Beelzebub, Astral, you have also brought chaos unto this world. But only the singularities possess strength enough to crush the great wheel of destruction. As such, their elimination takes precedence.
What?
Gran, Jita. Monster? That you? But how?
Oh, monster!
My spirit's still tethered to the vessel, but only barely. Soon I'll lose all control, and the true battle to restore the skies will begin. Don't waver. Fight to the end. With the two of us together,
Anything's possible.
Vern, Lyria, please take care of them. We will, Ran. It's a promise.
I sense a disturbance, a ripple in causality. It seems this Versusia is vying against Point Zero for control of the timeline.
Stand and fight me!
Goodbye. Get wrecked.
I am Versusia, destruction incarnate. I am both an echo of your cacophonous battlefields, and the void that will silence your wars forever.
Ooh, this music.
Here, in a dimension of paradoxes, in the presence of multiplex singularities, I will return all to nothingness.
Gran, Cheetah, we have to stay strong. For Rayan!
Right. Nothing will stand in our way. Not even for Susia herself. Are you with us, Cheetah?
Always!
Then raise your blades. Let us see whether a singularity can surpass a god, and whether your faint hope can outshine the fires of war.
Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can still fight.
Singularity, the Sky Realm calls for your death. Here, upon the horizon at world's end. The sun will set, never to rise a second time.
Susia. No, Mom! I'll fight my way through you, no matter what!
Gran! Get tough! Mom. No. Susia. We're about to see just how unstoppable we are!
The sky is our home. You're not
I don't even remember how to heal. Oh god, ow.
Gina! We're counting on you! Keep some heal!
The bell is tolled.
Stop teleporting! Oh, come on, she dodged it? That's so mean. Double teamer, double teamer. Stun locker. Wait, oh, Gita just healed me and then I healed her. Why is there random lightning? That's so unfair. She keeps teleporting, that's so mean.
Why choose war over peace? Is your fate.
Ow.
I offer divine grace.
Calm down there. Gita, why are you just jumping in the corner? Come help me.
Have killed fate.
Quest clear.
Back down!
I'm so glad I didn't have to do that by myself. Oh, I got all 3 of the subquests too? Gita did like almost double the damage that I did. Because I kept missing my Skybound arts.
Thank you for Susia, for listening to me, for giving the skies a chance.
The wheel of causality now travels down a new path. It seems my guidance is no longer needed here.
A part of you knew, didn't it? That Gran and Gita could save the world.
It is true that the singularities have overpowered even the laws of nature. But that does not equate to salvation. Power is a neutral tool. The same force that turned the wheel toward life today can, with as much ease, turn it toward death tomorrow. As long as the strong rule the skies, the storms will continue and grow more violent. After all, power is cumulative. As mortals seek to subjugate one another, learning from both friends and enemies, new and greater threats will be born unto the world.
Then the skies will just have to keep fighting, because there is always something to hope for. Just look at what happened with you. Sure, this might be far from happily ever after, but mortals saved their home from the wrath of a god. Who knows what else the future has in store? The peace of death is nothing compared to the infinite possibilities of life. And if staying alive means fighting, then so be it. Wait, did you just laugh?
Perhaps the fate of the world changed the moment I chose you as my vessel. I no longer know what the future will bring, for the Singularities or anyone else. I can only observe from the end of time.
Don't just observe, protect! You're a god!
So life in the Sky Realm goes on, guided not by the laws of fate or the gods, but by a mother's love.
What are we... Did we make it? This is Port Breeze, isn't it?
It certainly looks like it. The wind, the scent of the grass. What's going on? The last thing I remember, Pandemonium was crumbling and taking us with it.
What?
Right. We were on top of Pandemonium, and it was falling to the Crimson Horizon.
So what the hell happened after that?
If Pandemonium had actually fallen, the world would have been reset, right?
Maybe we can get some more information from the townspeople.
Gran?
Yeah, I sense it too.
You've overcome a force as great as the gods, and returned to a timeline in which angels never disappeared. Hard to believe, but it's as certain as the skies are blue.
Hey, Sandy. As Sanophon listens patiently, Gran and Jita chase down their tangled threads of thought, trying to weave a coherent retelling of their experiences.
It feels like we just woke up from a dream, but somehow I know this is all memory.
No dream could have changed you this much. I see it in your eyes, your posture. You've picked up a new and heavy burden. I am in your debt once more. It was your sacrifice and resilience that paved the path for my return.
Should we share all of this with the crew? Something tells me discretion might be the best option.
Yeah, everybody's got enough on their plates. We don't need to bring alternate timelines to the table.
So, Mumster and Lucilius are both somewhere out there. Oh, makes my orange itch just thinking about it.
But who knows how we're gonna find them? Now that Sandalphon's here, things will play out differently, right?
Most likely, but that doesn't mean the tides have shifted in our favor. Lucilius's reascension is still all but guaranteed. We must prepare to face both him and Beelzebub.
Calm down, Droopy Wings. We just saved the world. Would it kill you to look on the bright side?
Droopy Wings? Oh, you listen.
Gran and Cheetah's mom, Rayan. I'd like to meet her someday.
Cheetah, let's go.
Okay.
Don't worry. We'll see her again.
Yeah, you're right. This is the Sky Realm, after all. And just over the horizon lies infinite possibilities.
Turn around, she's right there!
I am unable to resolve the paradox of your children. As long as they exist upon one plane, reality will remain unstable. Does this not concern you?
Not really. When they're together, there's nothing Gran and Cheetah can't do. Watch over them with me, and you'll witness not only how amazing my kids are, but the absolute miracle of the world you've created. This is one iteration of the Sky Realm. A blue expanse abandoned by the gods, where islands float among drifting clouds. It's filled with strange twists of fate and the smoke of war. But I promise, buried in the heart of all that confusion, you'll always find a kernel of hope. So don't give up. You're strong, and you'll only get stronger. Don't falter, because around every corner is a new realm of possibilities. I believe that you can reach the end of the skies. And there, upon the fabled shores of Estalucia, in a world so blue it'll feel like we're swimming in a dream, we'll be a family again.
So, it seems that only the singularities remember the last revolution of the world. We lucky few. I learned much from the dragon. I now know that the threads of fate cannot bind me. And that by waking Bahamut, I unraveled the fabric of the universe. I created the very seams by which Lucilius and Versusia squirmed into the skies. I shall have to thank the serpent. If it weren't for his games, I'd have never realized the full extent of my power. Now, what behemoth will descend upon the skies next? I'm itching for my next hunt.
I like how it just says, the end. The end. I was kind of expecting like a credit roll. Wait, there's more. Following stage is now selectable, 0.0. Oh, I think this is like one of those bonus stages where we play as, in this case, Versusia. Yeah, Gora, welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, I was gonna talk about that ending, but I guess we'll play this first. Wait, no, I play as Sandalphon in this one. So that means this must have been just added not too long ago, because Sandalphon was just released like a month ago. Skybound arts hit 2 or more times, max chain 15, rank A or higher. Okay, let's give it a try. Shrine of Canaan, where Lucifer resided for hundreds of years. Dusk dampens the sound of Sandalphon's voice as he walks through its silent halls. A glinting object catches his eye, and he stops before a fragment from a porcelain cup.
Is this Lucifer's?
Have some coffee. It's been a long time since I last served you.
Coffee?
Yes. I assumed you still liked it.
I do. Thank you. I'll just search a little longer.
You've overcome a force as great as the gods, and returned to a timeline in which angels never disappeared. Hard to believe, but it's as certain as the skies are blue.
It feels like we just woke up from a dream, but somehow I know this is all memory.
These skies were destroyed once before. It was through the efforts of the singularities, Gran and Jita, that this horrible fate was reset, and life was given a second chance. When he learned of this miracle, hope invaded Sandalphon's mind, and he wondered if, perhaps, in this strange new world, another tragedy was averted.
Not even a stone out of place. This is nonsense. I should know better than to chase after false light.
The site of Lucifer's death is exactly as he remembers. And Sandoval realizes that even in a time of miracles, some things never change. Is that you, Lucilius? Oh, it's Beelzebub. Hi.
Not bad. I gave no warning. You're nimble for a fly born with defective wings.
You! Did you come to desecrate these halls? Stain my sword first.
Crushed by the wheel of destruction and still buzzing. Insects never get a sense of their own smallness, do they?
The captains aren't the only ones who remember the previous cycle?
Correct. Lucilius and Versusia were only the beginning. Soon, swarms of godlike beings will blot out the skies, ushering in cycle after cycle. But the singularities will remember. And armed with that knowledge, they shall make of the gods a feast for the maggots. Then, on this throne of death, a new king shall be crowned, and he shall rule not only these skies, but all of time and space itself.
Pathetic. You've let delusion eat away at your brain.
Don't be bitter. The Supreme Primarch's invited as well.
What?
Defective as you are still Supreme Primarch. And as such, you wear a crown that I must claim. Why don't I grant your heart's deepest desire as a parting gift? I'll bury you right here, in this earth, soaked with Lucifer's blood. A final act of mercy from the one true king.
Enough.
I've
heard enough! Don't you ever say his name again!
You may be spare, but Lucifer's title and power are yours now. I expect you'll entertain me before I send you on your way.
It seems words are futile with you. We're done talking, Beelzebub. It's time for a reckoning.
Yes, resent me, loathe me. Beasts like you thrive on vengeance.
Vengeance? No. This is retribution.
Oh, this music, yes.
You're going to atone for every drop of blood you spill. Taste brutality.
Make your move then. Did you not want to share a query, Lucifer? Let's finish.
Taste brutality. Taste brutality.
Stop ranging me. Oh, come on.
Weak. Weak.
doing that. Oh, what? Oh, okay. I thought he countered my Skybound with his, and I was like, gonna be very mad. Well, I didn't mean to heal. Okay, I guess I healed.
Not so mighty now, are you? How can one Titan give an innocent so much power?
I don't know what any of Sandalphon's special attacks do. Oh. Well, that was rude. Don't just give me a QTE in the middle of nowhere. Oh, are you kidding me?
I'm going to crush you.
Well, that was just mean.
Great.
Hey, you gave me like no time for that one. Ah. This is just ridiculous. Oh yeah.
I'm not here. Quest clear. I'm here because I have a job to do and a score to settle.
I was afraid I was gonna miss all my Skybounds.
Never thought you'd hesitate to kill me. Aping Lucifer again, are we?
Kill? I'm not going to kill you. For the rest of your life. No. For the rest of eternity. You're going to crawl through time, knowing just how weak you are.
What?
I will never forgive you. That's why I can never kill you. I want you to know shame, anger, humiliation, without even the promise of death to relieve you. That is the sentence I pass upon you.
You'll regret this. The wheel of destruction will continue to turn until one day it crushes us all.
Perhaps. But at least I'll die knowing I did everything I could.
The Supreme Primarch's sentence is exact and unforgiving, justice cracking down like a hammer upon tyranny. And in the ever-flowing stream of causality, Sandalphon at last feels his own sins wash away.
done. It's finally done.
He closes his fist around the fragment from the cup. His memories overflow as blood, staining the white face of a flower, trembling in the wind.
We made the right choice, didn't we?
I knew I could put my faith in you.
Even as he asks the question, he thinks he hears a voice. It is only the whisper of a memory through endless skies, yet he feels his wings stir, as if from a breeze. Xenophon raises his face then, and overhead he sees a blue so radiant, its light brims over like tears. The end. Oh, these fights, the ones we did before, I only got 2 out of 3 on these ones. Oh well. Hey Jinju, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's good to see you. Okay, so let's talk about this. So, okay, when we left off this game back in December 2023, this was the last episode. And Versusia gets summoned, and then we're like, oh no, big, evil, powerful, primordial god, and then she's like, I'm gonna destroy the world, and then the story just kind of ended. So obviously it was incomplete. And then when I knew that this episode was coming out, I figured, oh, we're gonna, you know, actually have the boss fight with her now that she's a playable character in the game. I didn't think it would go the route of like, oh, by the way, she actually already destroyed everything, and then she just rewinds the clock to prove a point to Rain, and then gets proven wrong. Like, I feel like that's a little bit of a cop-out. I feel like it should have just continued straight from where we left off, and we just should have gone to a fight without, like, oh, she actually did destroy everything, and it's like, well, actually, let's go back and see what happens if she didn't. Like, I feel like that's a little bit, I don't know. I know that they've been doing all these, like, time travel shenanigans and, like, resets and multiple timelines and stuff. So I guess it's within the theme, but I still feel like that's a little bit of a cop-out. Although I guess maybe the fact that it's a DLC addition to the story kind of lends credence to that, so it's kind of like okay, because most people would have spent, you know, it would have been a long time since they played the story mode between episode 81 and 82, so I guess that sort of makes sense. I just feel like it's a little bit of a cop-out. Hey Madbox, welcome to the stream, thanks for stopping by. The fight itself was fine. Like, there's 2 types of boss fights in this game. There's the one where you fight against, like, boss-specific characters, like Colossus and Ares and Yggdrasil. And then you have ones where you fight against playable characters like Beelzebub and Lucilius and Versusia. So this was, like, the latter. And they do get, like, boss-specific moves. It was an okay fight, I guess. It was a little on the long side, but I guess it's, like, the final story fight. So I guess that kind of makes sense. And then when you beat her, it just kind of ends. And then you just kind of, it goes back to Rain talking with Versusia, being like, huh, I told you so. Okay, I guess you're right. And then timeline resets, and then you get the actual ending where Gran and Jita still remember what happened. I feel like that could have been done a bit better, but I don't know how I would have done it better. Like, you know, like when you beat the boss, right, in Save the World, I feel like there should be some kind of cutscene that shows the direct aftermath of it instead of just cutting to something that happens later, but I don't really know how they would have done that in this case, so I guess that's fine. I was kind of afraid that they would leave it as like a definitive end, but then they left the whole like thing open, being like, Versusia and Lucilius are still out there, let's continue journeying so we can find Rain. So that could be like an open ending to lead into a part 4 of the story, or it could be something that is left open-ended for the sake of, you know, Granblue's an ongoing series. Let's just leave it at that. So I would like to see more story, because of course the other DLC characters didn't appear in the stories. Well, I guess Vayne and Beatrix appeared in the stories, in the story mode, but like they didn't really participate that much, and then like characters like Vikala didn't even appear at all. So I would like to see more story mode added to this game later in the future with all the new DLC characters, especially since we're getting a Season 2. But we'll see. I would like them to do that, but I'm not sure if it's going to happen, based on the way they're doing this, and the fact that they're not adding story updates with every single new DLC character addition. But maybe they might be waiting until the end of all the DLCs to come out, and then close off the story. Then they would have to do like an entire part 4. Like, it wouldn't just be a 1 or 2 episode thing, it would be like an entire arc, I feel. Kind of like what they did with part 3 when Rising came out. So I'm not really sure. I would like to see more story, but I guess I can see them deciding not to. Hello, Mumu. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. I am glad they added this Shifting Skies and Sinking Stars episode for Sandalphon, because again, he was in the main story here towards the end, but he didn't get to participate because he was a DLC character, and then they added him as a DLC character more recently, so then they added this so you get a chance to play him in the story. It'd be nice if, like, even in the future for the DLC characters, you know, Beatrix and Vayne, Vikala, and upcoming characters, if they gave them, maybe not even a whole story arc, maybe just a one-off episode like this one, where you just play as them in one episode against one fight, just to kind of test them out, kind of like they did for some of these other characters. So I guess we'll see. Okay, so I guess in terms of like Granblue versus Rising story content, we're finished for now. We're all caught up, which is good. Right before I have my debut this upcoming week, so that'll be good. So if we do play this game on stream again in the future, with story mode, I mean, it'll be kind of a new arc, I hope. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, this will probably be the end of the video, because I really just wanted to record the story episode before we went off. But if you're watching this on Twitch live right now, we're going to continue and play some arcade mode for some of the characters that I didn't get to play arcade mode with before. I haven't actually touched the DLC characters very much, aside from Lucilius, who was released very shortly after we last played this game. So let's do that so we can unlock some gallery artwork. So thank you so much for watching, guys, on YouTube, and take care.